Hey, it's Dustin. I'm just going to give you some tips today to try and improve your writing. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about readability. So this is especially important if you're writing for the web, because people have short attention spans and they don't like reading big walls of text. So the first thing is clarity. You want to make sure that your writing is really clear. Try not to use too many weird analogies or things that are off topic, not only for your readers, but also search engines. If you mix in weird sayings that don't make sense literally for what you're talking about, then it can throw off search engines. So if you say you're up the creek without a paddle or whatever, it might think that you're writing an article about canoeing, but really you're talking about something totally different. Depending how many of those you can throw in, it really can screw up your searches. So try not to do that. Organization is a big thing. You want to break up your articles and make it more readable that way. So you want short sentences and paragraphs. Like I said, no big walls of text. You want to properly format your headers, so they should be clear and say what the sections are about. So people, if they're skimming, a lot of people just skim when they read, so they can some people will just read the headers before they even decide if they want to read a post. So they'll open it up and they'll skim through the headers, and then they'll decide if they want to read all the stuff in between. And then you can use infographics or images to break things up even further between the headings. It's pretty easy to make those things nowadays in Canva. The infographics are a bit harder, but images are good, and you can grab royalty-free images. There's a whole bunch of sites for those, but just make sure that you actually have the license, because that can get kind of dicey. Sometimes people take things that are actually copywritten and upload them on those websites, so make sure that you're actually good to go. You can improve your writing as well by kind of bolding important terms or sentences. Some clients are cool with this, some of them are not. I like to kind of throw random bold words in, especially if I have quite a big section under each heading. I might throw some bold in just to kind of break it up for the eyes. You want all of your writing to be simple and easy to understand, so don't use any technical jargon unless you're very specifically writing for a certain audience. So even if you're writing about kind of software or something technical, you want to keep it so that anybody can understand, whoever your audience is. It might be managers of companies or something that are going to be buying your product. So you don't want to get into too much technical detail. Just kind of explain it in a way that anyone you know would be able to understand. And another great way to make your reading more writable, I would say there's a Hemingway app. If you search for that, you'll find the website. It's free. It's got all kinds of cool features in it. You just copy and paste your text into the website, and it tells you things like, if you've got passive voice, it'll tell you where that is and how to fix it. Any overly long sentences, they point it out, it'll get highlighted in red or something. And then I think if it's a little bit too long but not too long, and it's yellow or something, but you'll see when you hover over it, tells you exactly what's wrong with it. But it helps you find a lot of those kind of readability issues is what Hemingway app is really good for, I find, as opposed to Grammarly, which catches grammar and spelling issues and plagiarism. That's what I use that for. But Hemingway is how I want to improve the readability of my writing. So try that out, see if that helps. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and subscribe, and you can have more writing videos like this. So I'll see you in the next one.